Hi friends, in last video we solved exercise number 2.3 question number 1. So we are starting with question number 2. So our question is, check whether the first polynomial is a factor of the second polynomial by dividing the second polynomial by the first polynomial. Okay, again check whether the first polynomial is a factor of the second polynomial by dividing the second polynomial by the first polynomial. So we need to divide the first polynomial by second polynomial. So here we need to divide our second polynomial by first polynomial, right? Now first of all we need to understand the factor. If I write 27, then factor of 27, 1, 3, 9 and 27, right? These four are the factors of 27. Now if we divide 27 by any of its factor, that means 27 by 1, 27 by 3, 27 by 9 and 27 by 27. So here 27 by 27, 27, 3 9s are, so 9, here 9 3s are, so 3 and 1s are. Okay, that means our number is always divisible by its factor. Always our number is divisible by its factor. That means if we divide any number with its factor, we can get remainder 0 always, right? If we divide any number by its factor, then always we get remainder 0. So that logic we are applying here. We divide second polynomial by first polynomial, and if we get remainder as 0, then we can say that yes, first polynomial is a factor of second polynomial. And if we do not get remainder as 0 and get something else, then we can say that no, our first polynomial is not a factor of second polynomial. Okay, so we are starting with this way. Now divide second polynomial by first polynomial. So our second polynomial becomes p of x and first polynomial becomes g of x, because here in question it is said that divide second polynomial, that means p of x, by first polynomial g of x, right? So first polynomial p of x, second polynomial g of x, because we need to divide second polynomial by first polynomial. So first polynomial, it is in division, so we give g of x to it. Okay, and numerator, that means second polynomial, we give the name p of x. We can say that p of x, right? So second polynomial is p of x and first is g of x. So write down second polynomial here and first polynomial in divisor. Okay, again same process that we have done in last time in first video, sorry, in question number 1. That is, first of all arrange the both this p of x and g of x in sequence of exponent of variable. Okay, so here exponent 4, then exponent 3, then 2, then 1 and exponent 0. Now constant term means here 12 is constant term, right? It means t raised to 0 we can write, because t raised to 0 is equals to 1, 12 ones are 12. So we can write minus 12 as a minus 12 t raised to 0. Okay, so here our p of x is already in sequence of exponent of variable. Now look at the g of x. Here exponent 2 is there, then directly exponent 0 is there. Constant term means exponent 0. So exponent 1 is missing. So in place of, we can write 0t, right? So t square plus 0t minus 3, that I already written here. Now start division process. So what is the method? our first step is divide first term by first term. That means 2 t raised to 4 divided by t raised to 2. Here 2 as it is, t base is same, division process is there, that's why we subtract the exponent. That means 4 minus 2, it's 2. So our answer is 2t raised to 2. So that 2 t raised to 2 write down in answer. So here I written here. Okay, 2 t raised to 2. Then what we need to do? That we need to divide this polynomial with 2t square. So first of all, first term t square multiplied 2t square. 2 ones are 2, t raised to 2, t raised to 2. Here 2 t raised to 2 and t raised to 2. That means 2 ones are 2, and in multiplication process we need to add the exponent. That's why 2t raised to 2 plus 2, 4. Okay, so that I written here 2t raised to 4. Then now it's the time for second term, means 0t with 2t square, 0 to the 0. Now t square into t, t square into t, nothing is given in exponent, that's meaning exponent 1. Okay, so in multiplication process we need to add the exponent. 2 plus 1, 3, so 0 t cube. Now third term, minus 3 into 2 t square. First of all, plus minus minus, 3 to the 6 and t square as a variable. Okay, then we need to do the subtraction process. That's why we change the sign. Plus is converted in minus, plus converted in minus, minus converted in plus. Now addition subtraction process is there. Plus 2t raised to 4 minus 2t raised to 4 cancel out. Then here 0 t2 0 t cube is there, so no need to do any process, directly write down this 3 t raised to 3 with the sign, plus sign. Okay, because our 2t cube is because our 2t cube have plus sign here, so that's why tt 3t cube, because our 3t cube have plus sign here, that's why plus 3t cube as it is. Then third term, here minus sign and here plus sign, so plus minus minus, 6 minus 2, 4 and t square, that means our variable as it is, so 4t square and big number sign, so big number is 6 and its sign is positive, that's why we write answer plus 4t square. Now 9 minus 90 comes down. Again same process, divide first term with the first term, 3t cube divided by t square, so 3 as it is, and we need to subtract the exponent. 3 minus 2, 1, but no need to write 1 here, that's why only 3t, so that I written here plus 3t. Now we need to multiply whole polynomial by 3t, so t square with 3t, it's 3t cube, then 0t with 3t, it's 0, and t into t, t square into plus 4, so plus minus minus, sorry, minus 3 with 3t, minus plus minus minus, 3 3s are 9 and t as a variable as it is. Now again subtraction process, so plus converted in minus, plus converted in minus, minus converted in plus. Now plus 3t cube minus 3t cube cancel. Now again we found out 0t square, then no need to do any addition subtraction process, directly write down 4t square. Then here plus 10 plus 90 and minus 90 cancel out, so what is remaining here, 4t square as it is, plus t 90 cancel, that's why 0t and minus 12 comes down. Now again same process, first term with first term. So 40 square by t square, t square cancel. So our answer is 4, that I written here in answer. Again same process, we need to multiply whole polynomial by plus 4. So first of all t square into 4, 40 square, then 0t into 4, 0t, and minus 3 into 4, plus minus minus 12, 4 3s are 12. Then we need to change the sign, plus is converted in minus, plus is converted in minus, minus is converted in plus. Okay, so here 40 square cut out, 0t it means 0t, and plus 12 minus 12 also cut out, so our remainder is 0. So here we get remainder 0. That means answer is yes. Yes, the first polynomial is the factor of second polynomial, right? Now question number 2. First polynomial, it is given that x square plus 3x plus 1. Second polynomial 3x raised to 4 plus 5x cube minus 7x square plus 2x plus 2. So same way, first of all we need to check the sequence. Here exponent 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So it's already as per the sequence wise. In g of x 2 exponent, then 1 and 0, it is also as per the sequence wise. So directly write down this polynomial here, p of x and g of x in divisor. Okay, then start division process. So first term 3x raised to 4 divided by x square, 3 as it is, x raised to 4 divided by x raised to 2, that means subtraction. We need to do subtraction in exponent. So x raised to 4 minus 2, 2. So my answer is 3x square, that I need to write here. Okay, in answer. Then multiply this polynomial by 3x square. So first term 3. Now in multiplication we need to add the exponent. That's why exponent 4. Then plus plus plus. 3 3s are 9. X raised to 2, and here nothing is given, that means exponent 1. So 2 plus 1 3. Then plus last term 1. So 1 with 3x square, it's 3x square only. So this is our answer. Just write down in second line. So I already written here. Then we need to change the sign because subtraction process is there. So plus is converted in minus, plus is converted in minus, and plus is converted in minus. Okay. Then this 3x raised to 4, 3x raised to 4, plus and minus, it is cancelled out. Then for the second term, plus 5x cube and minus 9x cube, right? So plus minus minus, that means subtraction process. 9 minus 5 4, x cube as it is, big number sign minus, so I written here minus 4x cube as answer, right? So minus 4x cube. Then in third term, minus minus plus, 7 plus 3 10, 10, and with x square and big number sign, it is minus, so minus 10x square. Here also big number sign, that's why I written here minus 4x cube, because our big number 9 is minus. Okay, then 2x comes down. Again first term with first term. Now our first term with the sign we need to write. So minus 4x cube divided by this first term x square. So minus 4 as it is, exponent 3 minus 2 1, no need to write 1, only minus 4x. So that I already written in question, that means answer, right? Then we need to multiply this whole polynomial by minus 4x. So minus 4 as it is, x into x square, x cube. Then for second term, plus minus minus, 4 3s are 12, x into x, x square. Then with the last term, plus minus again minus, 4 1s are 4 and x. Okay, so this answer I written here in second line with this sign minus 4x cube minus 12x square minus 4x. So again plus 4x cube minus 4x cube cancel. In division of polynomial by polynomial, it's always our first term is cut out because we arrange our answer as per this step, so that we can cut out our first term, right? Now in second term minus 10x square and plus 12x square, because we do not need to consider this sign. Okay, so minus 10 plus 12 plus minus minus 12 minus 10, it's a 2 with x square, and big number is 12 and sign of 12 is positive, so that's why I written here 2x square positive, right? Then third term plus 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 4 plus 2 6x, and sign is also plus, then this plus 2 comes down. Then again first term with first term, so 2x square divided by x square, x square x square cut, so my answer is plus 2, right? So write down plus 2 here. Then we need to multiply this whole polynomial by 2, so first of all 2x square, then 3 2 is 6x, then 2 1 is 2. Okay, so that I written here 2x square plus 6x plus 2. Then change the sign, plus is converted in minus, plus is converted in minus, plus is converted in minus. Plus 2x square minus 2x square cancel, plus 6x minus 6x cancel, plus 2 minus 2 cancel. So finally we get remainder 0, right? Our remainder is 0. That's why we can write as our first polynomial is factor of second polynomial. Then question number 3. Here first polynomial is x cube minus 3x plus 1, and second polynomial x raised to 5 minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1. Now our first step is to arrange as per the exponent of variable. So here exponent 5, then directly exponent 3. So in between we can write like this, plus x raised to 4. Okay, then exponent 3, then 2, then 1, and then 0, then it's okay, right? So then minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1. So that I directly written here. Okay, then check the g of x. In that x cube, then directly exponent 1 and 0. So in between I written here x cube plus 0x square, because x square is missing, right? Then minus 3x plus 1. Then start division process. First term with first term, x raised to 5 divided by x raised to 3. 5 minus 3, x raised to 2. So I written here x raised to 2 in my quotient polynomial. So this fourth term we need to multiply with x square, means our answer. So x cube into x square, x raised to 5. Then with second term, means with 0. So it's a 0, x square into x square, x raised to 4. Then with third term, means with minus 3x. So plus minus minus, then 3x into x square. So 3x raised to cube, because nothing is given in exponent, that means exponent 1. So total exponent 3. Then with last term, that means 1 with x square. So it's a x square. So write down this answer in second line that I written here. Okay, then subtraction process means change the sign. So plus is converted in minus, plus is converted in minus, minus is converted in plus, and plus is converted in minus. So x raised to 5, x raised to 5 cut. Then here both the term 0, it is also cut. Then here minus sign and plus sign. So plus minus minus, 4 minus 3, 1x cube, and big number sign, big number is 4 and its sign minus, that's why minus 1x cube. Here plus x square minus x square cancel, that's why I written here 0x square. Okay, in between if any term cut out, then in place of we need to write 0x square. Okay, here first two term are cut out. In place of we do not need to write 0x raised to 4, otherwise 0x raised to 5, but in between if we get somewhere 0, then we write like this. Okay, then here two term cut out, that's why two terms come down at a time, 3x plus 1. Okay, then again first term with the first term, minus 1 x cube divided by x cube. So x cube cut, answer is minus 1, that I written here. Okay, so we need to multiply with whole polynomial by minus 1. Now multiply with the first term. So x cube into minus 1, so minus 1 x cube, then 0 into 1, it's a 0, plus minus minus sign, x square, then third term minus minus plus, 3 ones are 3 and x, and last term plus minus minus, 1 ones are 1. Okay, so write down this answer here, minus 1x cube minus 0x square plus 3x minus 1. So now subtraction process, that's why we change the sign. Minus is converted in plus, minus is converted in plus, plus is converted in minus, minus is converted in plus. So our first term is cancel out, then second term, both term is 0, it is also cancel. Here plus 3x minus 3x cancel. Now look at carefully, here we cannot cut 1 and 1, because here plus 1 and here also plus 1. Okay, plus 1 minus 1 plus, but we need to consider this plus sign, we do not consider this minus sign. So here both term is plus, then addition process is there, 1 plus 1 2. Okay, so here remainder is 2. So do the addition subtraction process very carefully, otherwise we can, otherwise in place of 2 we can do mistake and write 0. Okay, so just look at carefully, plus 1 2. So remainder is not equals to 0 because it's a 2. So hence our first polynomial is not a factor of second polynomial. Okay, here we do not get remainder as 0, that means our first polynomial is not a factor of second polynomial, right? Then next question number 3. This is very important question as per the examination point of view. It will ask in 3 marks, right? So obtain all the zeros of 3x raised to 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5 if two of its zeros are under root 5 by 3 and minus under root 5 by 3. Here two zeros are given and we need to find the other zeros. First of all, just look at the degree of this polynomial, it is 4. So maximum we can get 4 zeros. We mentioned this topic in our theory, right? So maximum we can get 4 zeros, and also two zeros are given. We need to find the other 2 zeros. Okay. Now, if we solve quadratic polynomial, suppose x square minus 5x plus 6. So by middle term splitting, at the end we get 2 factor, right? X minus 3 and x minus 2. Then from this we can find x is equals to 3 and x is equals to 2 here. This is our zeros of polynomial. This method we use in exercise 2.2, right? Here this is a quadratic equation, that's why degree 2, and we get two zeros and two bracket here, and from this two bracket we find two zeros, right? So in same way here degree is 4, right? Degree is 4. That means at last we can get four brackets. Same way in quadratic polynomial. Okay, in quadratic polynomial we get two brackets because degree 2, that's why we can get maximum two zeros. Here degree is 4, that's why at last we can get 4, this bracket is equals to 0, and from every bracket we can get one zeros, right? From every bracket we can get one zero, so totally we can get four zeros. Maybe it is possible that two of out of this two brackets are same and we can get same zeros. Okay, but if degree is 4, that means at last we can get such four bracket. Okay, and from every bracket we can find one zeros. Now here degree is 4, right? So total 4 bracket we can get again, but out of this 4, two brackets we already know because we know the two zeros, right? So two answers we already know, we need to find other two brackets. So how we can find this other two brackets, right? Second thing is equals to, I'm written 0, but it's for finding out the zeros of polynomial, but alternately it means that our p of x is there, right? Because while when we are solving exercise 2.2, at first step we can write x square minus 5x plus 6 with p of x. That means it's our original polynomial. That means if we multiply this all four brackets, we can get our p of x. 0 we put for finding out the zeros of polynomial. But if we look this carefully, then if we multiply this bracket, here we can get two bracket, that means x minus 3 and x minus 2, right? But if you multiply this two bracket, then you can get your original polynomial p of x. So alternately same thing, if we multiply this 4 bracket, then we can get our original polynomial, that means our p of x, right? Now if we know these two brackets, then how we can find other two brackets? I give an example for this. Now for example, if we take 210, it is the multiplication of 2 multiply 3 multiply 5 multiply 7, right? So here total four numbers is there, 2 3 5 and 7. Now let's suppose if we don't know this two number, that means 5 and 7. Okay, we know only two number, that means 2 and 3, and if we want to find that two numbers, then what we need to do? If we divide 210 by multiplication of 2 and 3, that means 6. So what is our answer? 35, right? So, and if we do factorization of 35, then we can get 7 and 5, that two numbers, right? So if we know two numbers out of four numbers, so just multiply that two number and divide original number by that multiplication, that means 210 by 6. So if we get 35, then again factorize that 35 and then we can get other two numbers, right? Because if we want to find this blank space, then we need to transfer this 2 and 3 to the left hand side. It goes in division, right? So originally 210 is divided by 6 and then we get 35 and then factorize 35. Then by this way we can get other two number, that means 7 and 5. So we follow this same way in polynomial, right? Total 4 brackets we can find for degree 4. Here is our p of x. We know this 2 bracket, so we multiply this 2 bracket and transfer to the left hand side. That means we divide p of x by this multiplication. Okay, so we can get multiplication of other 2 brackets. So our answer is multiplication of other 2 brackets. Then we factorize that answer and we can get this 2 zeros, right? So now we find that 2 brackets that we know. Here 2 zeros are given, under root 5 by 3 and minus under root 5 by 3. Now zeros means what? It is the value of x. For that p of x becomes 0. So zeros is nothing else but our two values of x. So x is equals to under root 5 by 3 or x is equals to minus under root 5 by 3. So our one bracket is like that, means transfer this under root 5 by 3 to the left hand side. That means x minus under root 5 by 3, right? It goes in left hand side, so minus sign is there. And if we transfer this minus under root 5 by 3 to the left hand side, it becomes positive because minus is converted in plus if we transfer it to the left hand side. So x plus under root 5 by 3. Again I explain by the same example. At last we get a 2 bracket x minus 3 x minus 2, right? And here we find x is equals to 3 and x is equals to 2. Now this is the reverse process. We have this 2 number, so we can get this line. This means transfer 3 to the left hand side, x minus 3, transfer 2 to the left hand side, x minus 2, then multiply this 2 brackets and we can get polynomial. Okay, so we have this 2 0 and we transfer to the left hand side both this 0. So this positive zeros is becomes negative, negative 0 becomes here positive, and multiply this 2 bracket, then we can get multiplication of this 2 brackets, right? Now multiply this 2 bracket. We know one formula for this type of multiplication. Here is x minus y and x plus y form, right? X is equals to x and y is equals to under root 5 by 3. One time minus and one time plus. So what is our final answer? As per the identity, x square minus y square means first term square. First term is our x, so x square. Second term y square. Y is equals to here under root 5 by 3. So under root 5 by 3 square, right? So what we get? First term again as it is, that means x square. Now under root square, that means under root cancel and we can get 5 by 3, right? Under root 5 by 3 square, that means under root is cancelled, so 5 by 3. So x square minus 5 by 3. So here I written here x square minus 5 by 3. Now what we need to do? We need to divide original polynomial by the multiplication. That means by x square minus 5 by 3. Before that we are taking LCM here. So 3x square minus 5 by 3, right? 3 multiply x square, 3x square minus 5 by 3. Now we need to divide this polynomial by 3x square minus 5 by 3. But right now I am doing division by only 3x square minus 5. I am not divide by 3. I am not divide p of x by 3 right now. That part I explain after the division process. Why I am not taking 3 in division process. Okay, so just right now just divide this polynomial p of x by 3x square minus 5. Okay, next is division process. So p of x, that means 3x raised to 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5 divided by 3x square plus 0x minus 5. Here I do not this polynomial divide with 3x square minus 5 by 3. I am not consider 3 here. Okay, that I explain you in this part why I do not consider 3 here. And second thing, g of x is not as per the sequence of exponent, so that's why I put 0x is here. Okay, now start division process. That means same process, first term with first term. So 3x raised to 4 divided by 3x square. So my 3 is cut, and x raised to, subtract this exponent, 4 minus 2. That means x square. That I written in quotient polynomial. Okay, x square. Now we need to multiply whole polynomial by x square. So multiply by x square. So 3x square into x square, we get 3x raised to 4, addition of exponent, then with 0x plus 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 0x into x square. So total exponent 3, because nothing is given in exponent, that means 1. So 2 plus 1, 3. And at last, plus minus minus 5 into x square, so 5x square. So this thing I already written here, 3x raised to 4 plus 0x cube minus 5x square. Now we need to do subtraction process. So change the sign. Plus is converted in minus, plus is converted in minus, minus is converted in plus. And our first term is cut out. Here 0x cube is there. So that's why I directly written here 6x cube with this positive sign. Then at third term, minus 2x square plus 5x square. So plus minus minus, 5 minus 2, 3x square. And big number sign, it is plus. Then minus 10x come down. Then again, first term with first term. Now my first term is 6x cube. And here again 3x square. So 3 2s are 6. That's why 2. And in exponent, I need to subtract. So 3 minus 2, 1. And no need to write 1 here. So my answer is 2x. That I written in the quotient. Okay, plus 2x. Now multiply this polynomial with 2x. So 3 2s are 6x raised to 3. Here exponent 2 and here nothing is given, that means 1. So 6x cube. Then second term 0 2s are 0 plus plus plus, so plus 0, x into x, x square. Now with the last term plus minus minus, 5 2s are 10 x. So that I written here 6x cube plus 0x square minus 10x. Okay. Now subtraction process. So change the sign. Plus is converted in minus, minus is converted in plus, and 6x cube is cancelled. Then again 0x square is here, so directly write down 3x square. Okay. And in last term, plus 10x minus 10x cancel, so 0x, and at last minus 5 comes down. Now again my first term is 3x square here, and here even 3x square, so it will be cancelled, and my answer is 1. So I write here plus 1. Now we need to multiply this polynomial by 1. Now no need to multiply by 1 because our answer is same, so I directly write down this part here, 3x square plus 0x minus 5. And then we need to change the sign, so plus is converted in minus, minus is converted in plus. Then my 3x square cancel, 0x cancel, plus 5 minus 5 cancel. So I get remainder as 0. And in this type of question, if two zeros are given and we are finding the other zeros, always we get remainder as a 0. Why? As I already explained you, at last degree is 4. So we get 4 bracket here, right? And multiplication of this 4 bracket, it is our original p of x. Then we can say that this 4 brackets, whatever we get, it is the factor of p of x, right? It is a factor of p of x. And our 3x square minus 5 is derived from multiplication of this 2 bracket, because we already know our two zeros, plus under root 5 by 3 and minus under root 5 by 3. Okay. and it is the multiplication of this two bracket. So if we divide our polynomial by this two bracket, then always we get remainder as a 0, because this two bracket is the factor of p of x. So we get remainder as 0, and if we are not getting remainder as 0, that means we do mistake at somewhere. Okay, now as per the division algorithm, now I am using division algorithm that we already learned before exercise 2.3. Okay, so p of x is equals to g of x into q of x plus r of x. This is our division algorithm. Okay, so p of x I have written here, g of x is here, q of x is multiply with the g of x, and at last r of x is 0. My remainder is 0, that means we can ignore it. Okay, then now I explain you why I am not considered 3 here. Okay, now my original g of x is like this, 3x square minus 5 by 3. So here in denominator I want 3. So what can I do? I just multiply and divide by 3. This is a single term, right? Because it is connect with the multiplication. So here I divide 3 and multiply 3, so that I can get my original g of x without putting here divide by 3, right? So now what we need to do? Now we need to multiply 3 with this answer. Okay, but right now I am not doing this. Now just move forward. If we want to find the zeros, then what we need to do? We need to do means we need to put 0 in place of p of x, that we already do in exercise number 2.2. If we want to find out zeros, then we need to put p of x is equals to 0, because zeros means value of x, that gives p of x is equals to 0. So already we put 0 in place of p of x. Now this 3 is in multiplication, so transfer to the right hand side. Now right hand side 0 is there, 0 divided by 3, it becomes 0. Okay, so no need to multiply this 3 with this bracket. Okay, so my first and second, both this step is as it is, means 3x square by 3x square minus 5 by 3 is as it is, and multiply 3 as it is. Okay, then factorize the third bracket, that means our quotient. Now in that same process, first and last term, that means coefficient of first and last term, 1 ones are 1 plus 1. So we need to factorize 1, and we want 2 factor, that gives us answer 2. That means if we add that 2 factor, we want 2. So 1 and 1, 1 ones are 1, and 1 plus 1 2, and here plus sign is there. Then we need to give same sign to both this bracket and both this factor, and we give middle term sign. Okay, so in both factor we are giving plus sign. So first term as it is x square, then our 2 factor 1x plus 1x, I am only writing x, and last term is as it is. Okay, middle term static method we use here. Now this 3 is transferred to the left hand side, so it becomes 0. So in next step I am not writing that 3. So in next step I am not writing that 3. So my this bracket is as it is. Then in this 2 term, one x is common, x square plus x. So our x is common. Then 1x is cancel out, and this x will be cancel out. So x is remaining and nothing is remaining. That means 1. So x plus 1. Okay. Then for last 2 term, I directly written this bracket x plus 1. Then look at for the third term. It is x already is there. Nothing is remaining. Then write here plus 1. Now our x plus 1 common. So what is remaining? Again x plus 1. We get same 2 bracket. Right? Now here 0 is there. That means our first bracket can be 0. otherwise second bracket can be 0, otherwise third bracket can be 0. So that possibility I written here. First bracket is 0, otherwise second bracket is 0, otherwise third bracket is 0. One more thing, here degree is 4, but we are getting 3 brackets only. Why? Because this bracket is the multiplication of 2 bracket that we are doing at starting point, right? So it is originally 2 bracket, but it is the multiplication of 2 bracket. And second thing, we are not solving this portion because whatever zeros we are getting from this part, that we already know. It is given in the question, under root 5 by 3 and minus under root 5 by 3. And from that we are getting this bracket. Okay, so this bracket we are not solving right now because that zeros we already know. That's why. So just solve the new bracket, whatever we get. That is x plus 1 is equals to 0. So transfer 1 to the right hand side. That means x is equals to minus 1. And same thing here. Again transfer 1 to right hand side. X is equals to minus 1. So two zeros already we know, and our other zeros is minus 1 and minus 1. But both these zeros are same. So I am written here my other zeros is equals to minus 1. Okay. Students, if you have any doubt, then just write down in comment section. I will give you the answer. Okay. Thank you.